Hello, good afternoon. This is Randy Parker. Welcome to my channel, Randolph Parker MS. What's new? What's new today, guys? What's happening? What's happening in the world of technology, right? That's what we wanted to discuss. What is happening in the world of technology? There are a lot of things, a lot of exciting things that's going on in technology, right? Elon Musk with the rockets, Tesla. So we got those type of things going on. There's quite a few things that's happened in technology. So are you aware of the latest trend of technologies, software engineering, electrical mechanical engineering? So some stuff happening now. So as I was discussing, there's a lot of things that's going into technology. Right now, I was currently looking at a PhD program, and I'm not sure if I want to dedicate 3 to 5 more years of my time. I'm 52 years old in education, as far as what I want to do to continue my career. So one of the things that do excite me is system engineering. So I decided, I don't have the books here with me, but I decided to look into NCOSI and to basically, I have 30 years in system engineering and some electrical engineering, a lot of testing and aerospace, telecommunication. So I decided to give that a try. I became a member of NCOSI, and I'm looking at their system engineering programs with on their website, which I'm really impressed by. So I decided to become a member. Also, I'm a member of ETA, and looking to get a few certifications with them as well. So that's what I like doing, a lot of modeling. So I'm looking additional to that, to model based system engineering. I like using different tools like UML, Unified Modeling Language. I like using Visios and using those type of software and Lucent Chart, things like that, to help me model out certain design factors of system integration. For example, behind me, I was working on a low voltage monitor circuit, little small circuit, and later what I want to do is integrate that with a power bank. So what I'm going to do, I have a 12-volt battery. I was using my power supply behind me as a substitute as a 12-volt battery to demonstrate when the voltage the battery goes below a certain threshold point that the LED will light, which it worked as designed. So what I want to do is take a 12-volt battery and put that in parallel with the circuit, and then use the load box I have behind me, a Rico load box, and let the battery slowly drain by putting some type of load on the battery, and just to see that LED turns on under those conditions, right? So then also decided that I want somehow use Arduino to monitor this, or Raspberry Pi. So I want to integrate that. So as I was thinking this through, I realized I'm about to create a system. The system can start it from a component level up to different assemblies or different sub assemblies, and I want to build them out. So as I conceptualize these ideas, I realized that now it's going to become a system, because eventually I want to integrate the low monitor voltage circuitry into one of my power box that I built out. So I want to put that there, and then within that assembly, you will have sub assemblies. You will have the battery, you will have the inverter, you will have now the circuit to monitor the 12-volt. Then so I want to somehow create documentations and libraries and definitions and schematics and block diagrams and modeling to show that this is a integrated system. So that's why I'm excited about the whole NCOSI certification studying. I have the books upstairs because those are the books that I'm currently looking at. But I do have one book that I like. Um, it's a system analysis and design book, and I do like this book a lot. And this helps me build out and conceptualize ideas and um, basically object oriented type of concepts here, parent object attributes, give you the minimum demonstration of how to start doing class diagrams and things like that, and to formulate into like a database systems. So this is an IT concept, as you can see. So real world examples and stuff like that. And I have another software UML book, which is somewhere in my applying UML and patterns, which is another great book. I do love modeling. It's it just works great. It works great. It does really work. I mean, if you try it, if you didn't try it, just basically like using Visio something when you go into the stencils and you're using block diagrams or flow chart, things like that. It allows the person who's viewing to understand your concept and ideas better. So I think in COSI, looking on their website, becoming a member, I'm so excited about that. So I can't wait to really dig into it. It's for me. It's self-paced. I have a master's already in information technology. I have my technical. I have my two. I have my undergrad and technical studies and technology. I have my associates. So for me, this is self-paced. I'm not in a big rush, but I'm gonna take my time. My wife is a project manager. She's certified in a lot of things. I see there's a lot of similarities with the project manager and the PMI, and within COSI, I see that there's certain partnership they do have. So I'm really excited about that. So that's new in the world of technology. Well, not so new, but I see that it is a big trend on YouTube with system engineering. Either you go for a degree in it or you get certification. I have 30 years experience from telecommunications, from working with AT&T slash Lucent Technologies, working currently in aerospace as an aerospace specialist, working on a systems for the A320 Airbus aircraft, which I've been doing that for about 16 years. This November, testing, troubleshooting, repairing, helping with the engineers, defining protocols and rules, and numerous things that I have done. And then on the telecom side, I've been working with microwave RF systems with Motorola, Lucent Technologies, Newcom, and then I worked with companies like Rudolph Technologies and the metrology of wafers and robotics, creating wafers for numerous IC chip makers, and then working at a company called TDI Transistor Devices, where we worked on customized power supply systems for these other larger companies that need the power supply sources to run their units. So integrating these type of technologies and it's like a part of me where to try to go for a certification like system engineering through a great organization like Nkosi. I'm so excited to be a new member um, of Nkosi to try to get the certification. I actually on my LinkedIn page I mentioned that to that I'm a new member of Nkosi, which is great. So that's all I have is to share that what I'm up to, and to bring new technology, new designs, new ideas and products. Um, I this is a here my 12 volt low voltage monitor that I did on my Rocket Book. Which is great about this Rocket Book is that I now can take a picture with the QR code, scan it into my phone, save it to a file, and from there I can then race this. Also, I did create a using Circuit Lab. I do have official schematic that I file, and I got to mark it up because I realized I didn't put the pin numbers on the Purita op amp, the LM339 op amp that I use, and I realized I didn't put any pin numbers on there. So before I purchased me some new ESD gloves the other day for Amazon, but before I store this away, different op amps. You have a nice little kit to have time isolators, dual op amps. So I used the LM339 and it has the pin out that I have to use because I didn't have the required op amp, so I had used a substitute, which works great. It works fine, but I gotta categorize that, put it up into the two boxes, and so I want to do the pin out before I do that on the schematic, and that part of the project would be done, and then I will again, as I spoke earlier about the integration part of the 12 volt battery, actually not breadboarding, but perf boarding that into a small circuit board and making it permanent. And on the breadboard so making that permanent, the components that I currently have. So the next project is to make that permanent into a breadboard, and then just integrate it with my power box and use that as a indication that the 12 volt battery is dropping below the threshold and it lights up. So I also in the power box I do have a place where the LED can protrude through the box, so it will show you that the LED light is on. I have made a pre-drill hole on that, and I'm looking for like a little epoxy plastic cover. I can cover that up when I put the light. So I got to measure how far I need to have the LED sticking out the box, and then have the little epoxy box glass blocking the light. So that's going to be great. I can't wait to start that project. Again, probably later today, I'm going to turn on the low box here, oscilloscope, and put this under the low with a 12 volt battery without using the power supply, and watch that 12 volt battery drain down. So that's going to be great. Can't wait to do that sometime today. So yeah, this is Randolph Parker, MS. Again, I'm studying for a system engineering through NCOSI. I'm glad to be a new member of the organization. This is going to be great. I think older / engineering techs like myself who have years of experience and want to somehow quantify their years of experience and knowledge, I think studying for some type of certification to demonstrate your knowledge and ability that, hey, I'm my phone, my Samsung Galaxy Store watch is blowing up. But anyway, yeah. So having something like that to I achieved a lot. Like I said, I have my master's in information technology. But it's something that I always wanted to get at least 1, 2, 3 type of certifications. My FCC certifications, or license, I should say. I wanted to work on my CCNA. I always wanted one of those, a network plus, not so much an A plus, because I went beyond doing computer repairs. So I Network Plus. So a combination of all the disciplines that I worked in. I I'm really excited about the Nkosi, and I recommend a lot of people get into it.